Alright everybody, and we're back for part 2. We were looking at this document here, this one on the right, and we're going to now to this one on the left. The one on the left is actually directed to Lieutenant General Wedemir, or I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce his name, but he's a general, and I have his Wikipedia. He has a Wikipedia piece, and the time frame and everything is correct. 1919 to 1951. This was supposedly written in 1947. 1919, 1951. His years of service. It wasn't when he was born and when he was died. So don't take that. Anyhow, he was also an author, and one of his books, you can find this. Directive to Lieutenant General, however you pronounce his name. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. You will also see that there is approved Harry Truman, also July 9th, 1947. We also find it right here towards the right, the question document, approved Harry Truman, 1947. Now let's take a look at both of the subject of the, or kind of the to and from and all that. Directive to, we've already established that. Directive to. So in my opinion, the format is the same. The only thing that's different in the question document to the right is that there's actually breaks, double spacing in between paragraphs. Anyhow, it says on the known document, you will proceed to China without delay for the purpose of making an appraisal of the political, economic, blah, 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 blah. Same thing up here. You will proceed to, and they just changed a few words. Without delay, but same thing over here. It is almost word for word. They just changed everything. If you go down to the second paragraph, in making your appraisal, it is desired that you proceed blah 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 blah. Second paragraph on the question document, in making your appraisal, it is I think it says desired there, that you proceed with blah 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 blah, detachment. This also says detachment, and go to the next one. When your mission in China is completed, you will proceed on a brief trip to Korea. When your mission in New Mexico is completed, you will proceed on a brief trip to the, I'm not sure, what is that? Sand something facility. I'm not sure. Anyhow, it doesn't even matter. Let's down here. Appendix 5, or it looks like a V for. You will take with you such experts, advisors, assistants as you deem necessary to the effectiveness of your mission. You look down here. You will take with you such experts, and they change the words. Technicians, scientists, and assistants as you what is this? Deem, I guess, necessary to the effectiveness of your mission. So, this is almost word for word. And each split in paragraph, it is the exact same. It's completely consistent with the splits in the known document. And this was just a book that the general had. Like I said, he was an author, and you can find this. This is has nothing to do with majestic documents. This I wanted to put these things side by side, just so you can see how similar they are. And I think that if I was to fake this, I would do the exact same thing. See, if you want to try and make at least a convincing hoax, it would make, or a fraudulent document in this case, it would make sense that you have to sound like the person who wrote it. Or you have to get the if I'm claiming to be Harry Truman, or if I'm claiming to be whoever I am, Obviously, I have to sound like that person. I have to write like that person. Because this is typed, obviously we can't look at their handwriting. All we have is approved and the signature, July 9th, 1947, which is more than enough to take a look at. So I want to show you guys that. Just eye-opening, very eye-opening. I'm going to show you this next piece. Let's see here. Just showed you that one. Okay. I have set this up here. The question document is here towards the top. You can also notice everything because it's very bold. And if we go back and we do look at this, you will notice that the question document, it's not just the signature, it is bold. The entire thing looks like it was typed with like a dirty, keyboard. The ribbon and the keys were dirty, or I'm not a typewriter kind of guy, but you can tell that it's not very clean looking. This is also probably a copy of numerous copies. We really don't know how many times this was copied and what kind of copy machine that this was done on. I say copy machine because these documents started appearing in the 80s, and so as far as I know, I could be wrong, but I'm just the guy taking a look at just making the comparisons here. But now we've got scanners and we've got all kinds of good technology, and we can make things crystal clear. And but obviously that's not the case here, and it's thick. So let's go ahead and minimize this. I'm gonna bring our timer back up here. We got a couple more minutes. It's perfect. Question document. Obviously, you can tell which one is the question document because it's all thick. Known document, here it's all at the bottom. I've separated it. Now if we take, just briefly, if we take the known approved over here on the right, we're just going to move it up to the questioned. I mean, look, I'm showing you. I don't have to say it. You can see it. They are, in my opinion, they're not the same because one is thicker than the other, but I think this is exactly where they forged it from. It is too perfect. That's the only way I can describe it. It is just it's too perfect when just taking that look. Move this thing back down. Same thing with the Harry Truman. Let's go to where is it? Known signature. We'll move this up. Look at that. It's dead on. It is dead on. Really, we could break this down, and I could show you, if we really want to zoom in on this. I have probably almost 100 Harry Truman signatures from the Truman Library that are authentic. If you look back at the Harry Truman signature, I think episode that I did, you'll see that. And he doesn't always do this here. You can see right after the T, or however he's spelling it here, there's a space and then a line. Again, on the question document, space and the line. With me, you're seeing a white line there. I don't mean to do that, but the spacing is perfect. The length of, like over here on the tail, it comes up, it comes down. It's just, look, you cannot sign the same signature twice. That's just my opinion. Some people think that it's possible, but I guarantee it's going to be one of those possibilities that it's like, 1 in 9 million point something, it's some ridiculous number that I have yet to see come true. Again, over here towards the right, we're running out of time here, but again towards the right, I have it all together: approved Harry Truman, approved Harry Truman. I'm going to go ahead and stop this, and we'll resume on the next section. See you guys in part 3.